in Sports Illustrated, tight end Coleston Loveland. We've heard a lot about him and what he's going to bring to the table in 2023. So he has joined the chorus of some of what we've heard, the JJ reports, that he was pushing for more deep passing route concepts. And we've talked a lot on the show about passing, so I don't want to go too crazy on this, but I do think it's notable that the tight end that's used heavily as a wide receiver too, that he's saying, I think we're going to sling it around the yard a little more. Coleston Loveland I think we know that he's not as much of a blocking tight end as a receiving tight end, right? You've got Bredesen and others who are going to probably serve as more the blocking tight ends for running plays. When Coleston Loveland gets on the field, there's a solid chance it could be a passing play. So the fact that he's saying that, hopefully they're practicing. JJ and Loveland are playing a lot of catch and connecting with each other.
We talked about that a few weeks ago in looking at Michigan's passing metrics and then some of the rivals in the Big Ten and elsewhere across the country. I don't know where this is coming from in regards to Coleston. Maybe this is wishful thinking. Could be that.
Could be that.
It could be him actually reviewing what they've done and what they've worked on in spring practice and winter workouts and thought, hey, it sounds like, or this is just the impression I get, or maybe flat out, they've had those discussions and about amping up the passing game. Could be a whole lot of different factors loaded into that statement. I will say that statistics tell us that more than likely they will throw the ball more than 114th in the country in pass attempts. So I'm with Coleston. I believe that they'll swing it around a little bit more than that.
Listen, under Harbaugh, we know that run first mentality will continue. And Sharon Moore, as the primary offensive coordinator, he has been mostly focused on, in the past, the offensive line, right? And running concepts. So I do think you're going to still see that identity. But remember, Corum and Edwards were both out for spring ball. So the opportunity to, number one, practice your passing more. JJ actually had spring ball this time. So both of your primary runners were out and JJ was in. And so while I think you also saw Ben Hall start to emerge as the third running back, I think you also, hopefully they were able to connect more with Wilson and Cornelius and Coleston Loveland, who had a pretty key role in some of the later games. Coleston Loveland did. So